So early last year in 2024, it was near impossible to find any fresh Fujifilm stock in the US. But I happened to be scrolling the IG and I saw one of my film friends, Tamara, had posted a new Fujifilm stock I hadn't heard of before. Fujicolor 100, a color negative film stock coming from Japan. I DM'd her to find out about it and I found some in stock at Reformed Film Lab and I just had to try it. At first I ordered 3 rolls and then I ended up shooting 12 total rolls of it. Now there's not a lot of information online about the film stock since it's made and sold only in Japan. So you have to import it or find it on eBay now. So today I'm going to give you kind of a part review of the film stock Fujicolor 100, part just showing you the results in different lighting conditions so that you can see for yourself. My first roll was shot on an overcast day, strolling around in Minneapolis. Even on an overcast day, there was some warmth to the film. I liked how the reds showed up on the gnome, as well as how they popped in the graffiti. As the sun started to come out, I really liked the color of the baby blue sky. Overall, the first roll of film showed the potential it had, and I was excited to shoot more. My next roll I took on a trip to Mexico and shot these on a day trip to Boca de Tamatlan and Yalapa. I absolutely loved how all the greens rendered in comparison to the blues and reds throughout the scenes. I especially love how the water renders in this shot. And all the colors on this mural. The next place I took a roll of Fujicolor 100 was to the Minnesota Landscape Arboretum in the spring to capture all the colors of the blooming flowers. I love the vibrant pinks and the deep greens in this shot, as well as the softer palette in this shot. Overall, I think Fujicolor 100 does a fantastic job of capturing the colors of late spring and early summer. The next trip, I took 2 rolls of Fujicolor 100 to Maui. I think you're noticing a trend that places that have a lot of greens and blues and bright daylight works very well with this film. This is one of my favorite photos from the trip. I loved what it did to the color of the water. I think the film stock looks great on bright and sunny days against the water, and even on more overcast days. I shot most of my second roll on the top of Haleakala volcano against the deep dark red and black hues. I was absolutely mesmerized by this place, and I felt that Fujicolor 100 did a great job in capturing it. I love the contrast of the volcanic red against the light blue water and sky in this shot. I finished the last couple shots of the roll at this beautiful beach. Next, I wanted to see how well it would render for some street photography, so I took a roll to downtown St. Paul. Again, I think in bright daylight with greens and blues, it has a very lovely look. I love how it looks with buildings, especially the bright red brick in this shot. And the vibrancy of the green vines here. The next rolls I shot was on a road trip I took with 4 other photographer friends to various towns in South Dakota. If you've ever been to the Badlands, you'll remember all the miles and miles of signs for Wall Drugstore on I-90. I loved how the greens rendered in all the signs, picnic tables, and the Wall Drug dinosaur, as well as the reds and greens from the Motel Welsh. Next, we hit the road and look for some abandoned towns near Badlands National Park. As you can see, there's a lot of yellows and browns in these shots, but I think it contrasts well with a little bit of green in the blue skies. Overall, we had a lot of fun wandering around the vast open landscapes of South Dakota, and I enjoyed how Fujicolor 100 rendered these scenes. Next, I wanted to see how Fujicolor 100 would handle the fall foliage. I absolutely loved how it rendered on an overcast day with all the different greens, yellows, oranges, and reds. On bright and sunny days, the warmth of the film became almost overpowering, but I absolutely loved the saturation. On my next adventure, I went to Puerto Rico with my family to celebrate my birthday and shoot some film. I shot a roll at the San Cristobal Castle in Old San Juan. It was a mostly overcast day, but I liked how subtle the colors were on the castle. And when the greens of the grass popped in contrast to the stone of the fort walls. I also really loved how it handled an indirect light within interiors. And the last roll I had left, I'd saved for a trip to Colombia. This is one of my favorite shots I've taken on Fujicolor 100. I love the red, green, and yellow window shades. To me, this picture also really encapsulates the strengths of this film, the light blue colors of the pool and sky, and the brick from the building. The only quote-unquote weakness of this film is that it's a 100-speed film, making it hard to capture golden hour when the light is fading fast, especially if you didn't bring a fast lens. So what's my conclusion? If I had to say one thing about the film stock, I say it's as if Fujicolor film and Kodak Ektar 100 had a baby. The reds pop on Fujicolor 100 just like Ektar, but still has the Fuji greens and blues. If it weren't such a difficult film to find or cost $25, this would probably replace Ektar as my go-to everyday film. So thank you so much for watching today's video. In my next video, I'm going to show you how I took Fujicolor 100 and created what I think is my most accurate Fujifilm recipe that very closely mimics the look of this film. So thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.